All right. Down 1-0 in the Cup Final. We're not going to change anything about the team after that one loss, but if we go down by 2, we're going to have to explore the possibility. For now, we can keep it the same. It was a close game. Game 2 on home ice. Will our luck finally run out? First period, 1-0 Blues, Magnus Pajärvi. Second period, 2-1. Duchesne tied the game. Robbie Fabry restored the lead. McBride is getting outdueled by Opelka at the moment. Rasmussen ties the game from the blue line. Don't go to overtime again. Oh, shit, not like that. I meant because we'd win. Sokolov makes it 3-2. And the St. Louis Blues have a 2-0 lead in the Stanley Cup Final. You know that to-do I talked about earlier? Well, we just frickin' stepped in it. And we are in a whole lot of trouble. McBride is still our guy.
Here comes the pizza, see it?
Shout out to B Major 25. Beautiful months. Mr. Major, how are you? I hope you are well. Okay. We're going to do some math here. There might be some players that get scratched. We'll see what the situation is. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Morgan Riley has been fantastic. Drew Doughty, not so much. The big acquisition, one of the two for this season, Andrew Nielsen has been insane. Major, I'm doing well, buddy. Doing well. Sammy Niku, likely out of this lineup. Clint Marotta has been better than Drew Doughty this postseason. Roger Carrer has been better than Drew Doughty this postseason. The fact of the matter is Sammy Niku is out. And we will send down Niku and Forbert in exchange for young Eddie Corbin. Former 7th round pick of the Flyers. Edward will get the opportunity. From a forward's perspective, Jonathan Huberdeau. I'd be surprised if statistically he hasn't been our best player. Then we have Matt Duchesne, who has actually been our best player. That's fair. And Austin Matthews, who has been good, but not 89 overall. Need you to lead the way. Good. What did your wife think of Hangman versus Swerve? I don't want to say she enjoyed it. It's not like she left the room in disgust, but both of us were just like, oh, God. But you couldn't look away. So, you know. Jens. Sweet, beautiful Jens has not quite been as good as we've needed him to be. Matthew Tkachuk really hasn't stepped up this postseason. Dmytro Timoshov's been a little bit better than that, but yeah, that second line has not been good. Patrick Virta is likely out. Brett Howden, probably 4th line at best. Eric Brissell, who has spent time all throughout the lineup, has been better than Austin Matthews. This guy's got to be back on the top line, no doubt. Carl Grundstrom has actually been really good. He's been better than frickin' Jens Luke at this point, which is kind of nuts. Foster has also been pretty good. And Michael Rasmussen hasn't done much. He's done about as much as Brett Howden. So we go to the roster moves. In terms of the forwards, first and foremost, Matt Halischuk. We can drop him for the moment. He'll be mad about it. The question is just how many people do we call up to try to save the day? And I think it's our bottom three. I think it's going to be Caffrey, Patrick, and Vesalainen in for our bottom three of Virta, Rasmussen, and Brett Howden. If people aren't going to perform, they get dropped. In terms of the lines, it is Duchesne, Huberdeau, and Bristle. Matthews with Grundstrom and Luke, whatever you prefer. Foster, Timashov, Kachuk. And then the three new boys on the fourth line. Give Mitch a chance. Mitch was traded. Mitch be gone. Mitch, please. Just checking face-offs here. I'm not really worried about lines or anything like that. Styles at this point. I think we're good. Yeah, it is what it is. Defensively, Riley and Nielsen, Murata and Kehrer, Doughty and Corbin. This is the way. I do want these guys to be set up to be able to shoot the puck, ideally. Okay. In goal, it's McBride. We'll go best lines in the AHL. The Marley season is long over anyway. We're down 0-2 in the series. Game number 3 in St. Louis. It's a must win. First period, goalless. It doesn't necessarily benefit us. Second period, 1-0 Blues. Keaton Middleton. Of all the goalies we've run into, Tuukka Rask, Marc-Andre Fleury. Third period. And this offense find a way to finally break through against the Blues. We finally get to a cup final. And the Blues are manhandling us. And have a 3-0 series lead. A 27 save shutout for Luukko Pilka. What more can we do? Game 4. One game at a time to try and keep our season alive. First period. Kasperi Kapanen and Robbie Fabry. A 56-win season. President's Trophy in the books. We get all the way to the Stanley Cup Final, where we get swept by the St. Louis Blues. Incredible. Obviously, we primarily look at the guys that got sent down. Drew Doughty wasn't good enough. Virta, Rasmussen, Howden. None of the dudes we called up decided to be difference makers. McBride did what he could. 940, 5 shutouts, and a 181 goals against average. And that wasn't good enough for him to win a Stanley Cup, apparently. Panthers in 6, Bruins in 6, Penguins in 7, Blues in 4. Jonathan Drouin won the Art Ross. Tyler Seguin won the Hart. Riley wins back-to-back Norris trophies. The Calder goes to Ian Scott. Conn Smythe to Opelka. Scott also won the Vezina. Selke to John Tavares. Ted Lindsay to Tyler Seguin. Rocket Richard to Tyler Seguin. In the AHL, the Lake Erie Monsters won the Calder Cup. Dude named Pandolfo. Do we have any familiar names at this stage? Utica, apparently, were a wagon. Noah Juleson was top defenseman. God, I love that Ice Caps logo. Connor Hellebuck was the top goaltender. The MVP of the playoffs, Elvis Merzlikins. So we're not done yet with this Leafs team, huh? All the way to the Stanley Cup Final. And we get goddamn swept. Do I have team stat options by round? I don't think I do. I don't. It's a shame. I'd love to see how badly our offense dropped off. We did average 2.5 goals a game. So a little bit more than St. Louis. St. Louis averaged under 1.6 goals against per game through 22 games. Our goaltending was really good. Their goaltending was historically good, it feels like. I gotta see what Opelka's final save percentage was. It had to have been insane. Ty Ratty, their leading scorer. Opelka finishes the playoffs with a .955 save percentage. Our goalie had a .940. Theirs had a .955. Fuck. All right. We move on. Not giving up yet. I could, but I'm not giving up yet. Especially, too, because what we have recorded for YouTube would be like 12 minutes, and that would give it away. To the draft, I don't think we have too much in the way of draft picks. We have the 11th overall pick, actually, which is nice. The big question is, after all the Sabres don't want to trade it. I am a little bit disappointed in Drew Doughty, but we'll see what the future is looking like. I don't think there's anybody I immediately want to trade away. We did make the Cup Final, you know? We need to view it from that perspective. Okay. Well, we're not going to be trading for the Sabres' first overall pick. Do the Flyers want to trade their pick? Yes, they do. Let's see if we can move up with Philly. Using that 11th overall pick. They sure did, Frankie. They sure did. Niku was so bad. Virta was so bad. He's also currently mad. If we were to use a medium 9 and Graham in the 11th pick for the second, still not there. Can I also give up Silverthorne? I mean, he's not bad, but he's going to cap out soon. There we go. 11th overall pick, prospect named Graham and a prospect named Silverthorne for the second overall pick. Do we have anybody that looks good? There's a goalie in the top 10 named Clint Champion. His puck control absolutely sucks, apparently. But we do have Dan Lamb out of Medicine Hat, 18 years old. We also have Norbert Abstreiter, 20-year-old German. Nelson Isbister, 18-year-old defenseman. Daryl Lowe, 20-year-old out of Flint. I feel like it's going to be Lamb. Based off of what I'm seeing there, it doesn't look like any of these guys are going to be amazing out of the gates. But given that Lamb's 18, we can't really trust anything about Abstreiter or Lowe. There's a chance they could be amazing, but it would be best guess for us. Let's go for the young sniper, Dan Lamb, who is a medium elite. Thank God for that. Thank God. Send him to our next pick because we're not going to be able to trade up again. We can't afford to. Isbister was medium elite. Low. Abstreiter was high elite. We had no way of knowing that. That was the 20-year-old German we knew nothing about. We pretty much couldn't have gone wrong. We were getting a medium elite no matter what. We made the right choice to trade up. Otherwise, we would have had to snipe Claremont. And he wouldn't have been a guarantee. So round number 2. I mean, Huskins looks like he could be okay, but at this point, let's just see. Yeah, Huskins is the best player that we know of. Yeah. Let's go for the Canadian defenseman, Grant Huskins. Low top 6, Jesus Christ. We have another pick in the second round. Couple of goalies. Dmitry Yakupov or Clint Betts. We'll go for Clint Betts. Medium starter goalie in the system. It's never a bad thing. Third round. We'll go for Yakupov, the Ukrainian. Low fringe. Well, that doesn't help too much. Just trying to go off of what our scouts know. Otherwise, we can just start taking best guesses, basically. Let's go for one of the unknowns in the fourth round, since our scouts absolutely suck. Or we just go for the best player listed available, Ulf Tamernis. Let's go for Tamernis. Why not? Medium 7th. Feels like our scouts still absolutely suck. The auto scout's not great in this game. Oh, what a great song to play after that. Let's take the enforcer, Fred Taylor, because we know nothing about him. Low AHL top 6. Well, this draft isn't going well, is it? Not at all. Do we have anybody else who might be promising? We do have the confirmed 9 and Pettinen. Low bottom 6. All right, cool. We got absolutely nothing outside of that first round pick. Good to know. Nobody left that's projected to be drafted. Let's take the power forward Summers, who is also trash. Good to know. Good to know. That last draft was pretty bad. Pretty bad indeed. How bad is our contract situation moving forward? $31 million in cap space. Goalie-wise, Carter Hart's deal is up, but he's an RFA. We're not going to sign Yakupov. But it can be Hart and Betts in the AHL from the looks of it, which is good. Hopefully we don't have any complications. Is Doughty still a 93, but Riley's dropped. I forgot to look at the progress reports out of depression, but you can see just how good this defense still is, including Sauve, who needs to be signed to his ELC. Hopefully we're not still dealing with the consequences of me trading away people and people being like, LOL, not going to sign there. So we'll get rid of Derek Forbert. We'll get rid of Gustav Forsling. We'll get rid of Eric Chernak. Start clearing out the system a little bit. I mean, who we do have signed, pretty damn good defensively. On the right, Austin Matthews, RFA. Lamb is Canadian, so he doesn't need to be signed. Left wing side, we'll keep Jens Locke. We'll keep Grunstrom. Keep Hanoun, whatever you prefer. Big shout out to CMB. Follow. Welcome in. Welcome to my depression. We just lost in the Stanley Cup Final. Qualify Kachuk and Howden and Foster, Vesalainen. Even one Callie Erickson's too good to not sign. So we really don't have much to do aside from signing RFAs, but obviously that can get me in trouble where it's like, oh, hey, you just signed a guy. But it's like he was an RFA, so it would hurt us if we traded them. But we need to see what's out there on the open market. I mean, we brought in Jonathan Huberdeau last year. And unfortunately, there's nobody amazing. A couple of 86s. So, a couple of 86s. Decided to check if I had missed another stream. Yeah, well, you missed a great one to miss. Oh, man. Yeah, there's nobody to sign that's actually good. Let's see if prospect-wise it's a little bit different. You have Bannock and a low bottom 6. We can go for him. Couple medium top 6 defensemen. I mean, I need some kind of mid-level option. Shout out, Dan Yankees. Now, is that just because your name is Dan and you like the Yankees, or is it a play on of damn Yankees? If it's the second one, I fucking love you, and that's the name of the night. I hope it's the second one. Brassard, we'll try to sign this guy too. Basically, any prospects we can put our name in for right now is who we should go after just to bolster the AHL a little bit. So we'll see. Anybody else? Anybody else? No sports gamer shirt on the wall? I mean, sir. Sir, it's right here, though, within arm's length. Within arm's length at all times. It's right here. Sir. Come on now. Go ahead and sign Haynes. Ollie's not that good. Okay. I really don't think we have any major dudes to go after here because they're all ours. So, fair enough. So we can pretty much sim next season. I don't know if we'll do the kind of boring roster management stuff tonight. We might do that to kick off tomorrow's stream. I don't know if I can mentally handle another season of Leafs hockey at this stage. Is this the Matt Carl song? It is the Matt Carl song. I like that I've turned Billy Ocean into the guy that's saying about Matt Carl. Oh, welcome to the fan base is hell. See how many of our RFAs sign. Just keep matching offers for anybody getting offer sheeted. Let them kind of decide the prices for us. First, second, and a third for Jens Locke. We're going to match that for now because we could move him. Kachuk gets offer sheeted by the Flames. So the Vultures are circling, but we still have the cap space to keep these guys. At least for now. Austin Matthews has yet to get an offer sheet or agree to the terms of the qualified offer. Yeah, we are going to need some options. It was 16 the year we drafted McDonough. I believe that was 17, maybe 18. I feel like it was 18. All right. So, just to get a basic look, we do have $30 million in cap space, which is amazing. But we also have a shatload of RFAs still, including Jens Locke, who went franchise and is a 90 overall. Oh my God. We got Matthews that we got to sign. Brett Howden. Kachuk. Even though I matched the offer for Kachuk, so I don't know why he's not under contract. Vesalainen too. That's really weird. But we got to get all these guys signed, and then we got to get in trouble for trading people, basically. But yeah, we had some prospects improve, so I mean, this is... Oh, this is going to be a weird few days. A weird few days. We're going to get in so much trouble for trading people. That's not the NHL 16 Leafs logo. It is, though. I'm not in an emulator. I am on the Xbox. There you go. They changed it the year after this, if I'm not mistaken. We're down to $8 million left. We still have 4 RFAs who haven't signed yet, and I swear it's all dudes who got... Oh, don't tell me they're glitched. Don't tell me they're glitched. Like showing up on my roster, but not actually there. Oh, no. It already shows us with offers out to them. But they haven't responded yet. I don't know whether or not to save or X. Oh, fuck. Dude, they're not signing. It's been a week. And they're not signing. I think I have glitched out RFAs. At least they're still there. But from what I can tell, I'm going to have to trade these guys. Otherwise, they're just going to sit there for the year. Also, Scott went low franchise. Jesus Christ. The alternative is we back out and see where it's saved. Which I feel like is what I have to try first, even though it might screw with some of the player development. This might take us all the way back to the Cup Final. To the draft, even. It took us back to the Cup Final. Even if we win this, I'm not going to count it. We lost. We'll accept the loss. Did we get swept? Jesus Christ, we got swept anyway. Fuck. Even if on the calendar sim we got swept. Jesus Christ. You know how bad you gotta match up against a team to get fucking swept twice? Jesus fuck. Well, there we go. If you ever believed in fucking predestiny, well, there it is for you. We were never winning that cup. Graham Silverthorne and the 11th overall pick. We'll get the second back. And you know what? For my goddamn trouble, I'm taking that high elite German player this time. Fuck you, game. Pay the stupid tax. I don't know how good that guy is. Hopefully he's good. As far as I remember, there really wasn't anybody else that was super good. Like, Huskins wasn't that good, right? So I gotta be honest, I don't care who the hell we get from here, because the draft was pretty bad. So let's just fucking sim it out and see who it gives to us. So I guess I learned my lesson that I need to just sign those RFAs immediately, or is it still going to be glitched? I don't know. We're going to find out. This is weird. Hello, Endurance M. Endurance. Well, we ended up with not the same goalies, and Justin Pogge didn't retire this time. What happened? We made it to the Stanley Cup Final. We lost. We made it through an offseason. The game glitched. So I'm having to redo the offseason. It said that our RFAs were waiting a contract offer. They got a contract offer, and then nothing happened. So they were just essentially locked out. So, yeah. We'll try to actually sign everybody now. I'm going to speed run this offseason as best I can. The trade from last night, we were able to avoid that glitching out through what we just did there. IMO Pillman. Sign you. Okay, I stopped this playlist at Love Shack. Okay, you got your Gloria, but I stop it at fucking Love Shack. That's enough. That's enough. We'll qualify these guys first just to get the morale boosts and then sign them. Mike Santorelli can go. So hopefully Abstrider's a 69 high elite. My hope is that someone like Locke still becomes a franchise level player. We can't guarantee anything. I don't even know if I'm going to have the money to sign all these guys, but at least they'll still be qualified. Get rid of Hallis Chuck and get rid of Overhard. Fuck. Never mind. Overhard stays. Qualify Howden. Good old Kachuk. Try to keep you two. We got old Foster. Again, I am just trying to speed run this shit. That's why we accidentally qualified Alex Overhart. Having to redo this sucks. There we go. Okay. So, we'll see who signs. We'll see what free agency still looks like. Sove, Eriksson, Abstrider, Kachuk, Pillman, Hart, Howden. Has anybody rejected? So far, the answer is no. I think everybody signed, which is good, including Alex Overhart. Congratulations, Alex. Free agent list, is that about the same? No, because now Kyle Okposo and Dougie Hamilton are there. But let's be honest, we only have $3 million in cap space. It's not worth the trouble of trying to land anybody or Peter Mrazek. We will still look for prospects, not medium backup goalies, though. We can still sign the Bannock. And then these medium top sixes, why not? Yeah, we won't go after any of the big fish free agents. Let's be honest. We already know we're going to have enough trouble with this frickin' roster. In terms of just the amount of dudes that have to be traded. Let's try to fill out the roster with whatever prospects fell through the cracks that we might be able to get. Shout out to Hunter Shinkarik, and then we got a low 9. Okay, we're good. We're good. Now let's see if we're randomly glitched out again and if this save file's screwed. I do suppose there's a realistic chance that that's the case. Looks like all of those prospects signed, so that's good. Okay. So is this going to be awkwardly glitched, or are we okay? The most depressing 30 minutes as a temporary Leafs fan that I think I've ever had. Goddamn. Goddamn. Goodness. All right. Let's see what we got. Fuck you, no couple out. NHL 16, potentially. All right, let's double check. $1.7 million in space. RFAs, none. So we're good. We're also on 41 contracts. So it looks like that solved whatever problem we might have had. So now I should be able to save and exit, get the roles updated, and then we can actually get a look at what this roster might be, or just like how many players we might have to move on from, because you know what's going to happen. Happens every season now at this rate, players that we have to move on from. And again, hopefully we still see the same development for someone like Jens Locke to be a franchise guy. Considering he's a 90, I'm going to guess that's the truth. Goalie-wise, it is still going to be Ian Scott and Nick McBride as the 1-2 punch. Elite and backup, so tremendous goaltending. Defensively, Shing can go down. Lindzen can go down. How many of these dudes should be? Oh my God. Okay. Whew. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We got to get rid of. We got to get rid of people again. Sami Niku might be first on the chopping block due to his poor performance in the playoffs. But yeah, we're going to have decisions to make there, to say the least. In terms of forwards. Oh my God. This is oh, that's a problem right there. That's a problem right there. We got way too many people. Oh God. Yeah, I still got Caffrey and Nolan Patrick that are technically NHLers. Eriksson and Hanoun won't make it. I have so many players I'm going to have to get rid of. We got one too many first liners, so now the question is which one of them goes. Second line is fine. Virta, Timashov, Kachuk, whatever. Third line, way too many dudes. And by way too many, I mean too many. Okay. There will be a lot of changes to make with this team that the game will probably get very mad at me for making. I look forward to it.